Peace be upon you. In the mid-1970s, while the world was talking about freedom and democracy, a very different story was unfolding in India. A story about fear control and a government desperate attempt to shape its nation by deciding who gets to have children and who doesn't. This is the true story of India's Forced Sterilization Campaign between 1975 and 1977, one of the darkest chapters in modern Indian history. India experienced rapid population growth after gaining independence from Britain. India was the first country to launch a family planning program in 1952, but it was an educational and voluntary program. In 1975, India faced many economic problems, and Prime Minister Indira Gandhi was also dealing with political unrest. In 1975, Prime Minister Indira Gandhi declared a state of emergency. She claimed it was to stabilize the nation and improve the economy. But under this excuse, newspapers were silenced, opposition leaders were jailed, and the government gained total power over the people. And during this period, a dangerous idea was born. India was struggling with poverty, unemployment, and food shortages. The government believed the main reason was overpopulation. So, they decided to fix the problem in the harshest way possible. Indira Gandhi's son, Sanjay Gandhi, who held no official position, became a powerful influence inside the government. He strongly promoted a plan for mass sterilization to control the birth rate. At first, the sterilization program was said to be voluntary, but soon it turned into something very different. Police and local officials began forcing men to undergo the operations. They were supposed to sterilize men who had 3 children, but what actually happened was that they sterilized teenagers and men who had only 1 child. They also deprived villages of subsidized irrigation water because they refused the sterilization procedures, and threatened men with losing their jobs if they rejected forced sterilization. In some villages, people were taken from the streets. In others, poor families were offered money, food, or land, anything to convince them to agree. But poverty leaves little room for choice. In just 2 years, over 10 million sterilization operations were carried out. Many didn't understand what was happening to them. Around 2,000 people died from infections and poor medical care. Huge sterilization camps were set up, where operations were done quickly, one after another, with no concern for safety. Officials were rewarded based on how many people they sterilized. Human beings were reduced to number in a cold political plan. Cases of violence against women increased due to the psychological oppression men suffered. Rape crimes also rose, while marriage rates declined. In 1977, Indira Gandhi's government fell after a national election. The truth came out: the forced sterilizations, the abuse, and the suffering. The campaign ended, but the wounds it left behind never truly healed. When we look back at this story, it's more than just a political mistake. It's a warning of what can happen when absolute power is placed in human hands. Because when a ruler fears his people, he tries to control them. But when he fears God, Allah, he protects them. History never forgets, but it teaches. Thank you for watching.